Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and I am back with comic book reviews. Now, I'm going to give you guys a couple updates before I start reviewing Daredevil Road Warrior issue 0.1. First update, of course, is Comic Uno. Episode 54 is on Comic Frontline, and that's a show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show, and here are those exclusive comics. We have Morning Glories, issue 39, Hack and Slash, Son of Samhain, issue 1, Dexter's Lab, issue 4, Tiny Titans Return to the Treehouse, issue 2, Future's End, issue 9, Green Arrow, issue 33, and Earth 2, issue 25. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno, episode 54. And guys, I know I missed the week for comic book reviews, but if you want to hear all my thoughts from last week, you go on Comic Frontline, the blog spot, where I have an article, thanks to Jay, with all my mini reviews that I tweeted out, Facebook. So if you want my thoughts from last week's comics, go to that article, which will be in the description below. There'll be a link, and leave a comment that way I can hear your thoughts about last week's comics. But let's talk about Daredevil Road Warrior, issue 0.1. This is the digital comic that's finally come out printed. This was right before the transition of Mark Waid's Volume 1 of Daredevil, and now Mark Waid's Volume 2 with All New Marvel Now. So we're getting to see what happened. Why did Daredevil go to San Francisco? Is that really answered here? Not really, but we have a fun little, not what-if story, but little one-shot type story. Love the cover, love the art for Daredevil, and I actually read this digitally. I read this all on the plane, so I read this digitally. So is it a comic made for digital, or is it also good printed? Great cover. Let's see if I like the story. So in this issue, we get to see, yes, Daredevil is going to San Francisco, and we're getting to see that. But we know why he's going to San Francisco. We got that in the end, but it's not really him transitioning to San Francisco. It really is just a one-shot story that you don't really need, but it's a great filler story for that wait for the all-new Marvel Now title. And again, I read this digitally, and the actual visual of the digital comic was excellent. And you can see the points here where how transition in print, it's fine when you read it printed, but it's the experience of reading this digitally. Honestly, I don't say this about many comics, but this is actually a better digital read. The way they lay out everything, it was really great. So I recommend this digitally more than printed, even though it's a good printed book and it's more of a trade. I wouldn't recommend getting each chapter like it did come out. I'm glad I got it in this trade type form. This is a better worth digital comic. I thought this is a solid story. We get to see Daredevil. He finds a guy who's a robot, and he can't hear his heartbeat, so obviously with Daredevil's powers, that doesn't really work for him. And he's trying to figure out the mystery of who is this guy, and we do find out by the end who this guy without a heart is. It's an intriguing story. I thought it was a really good one-shot story. Do you need this issue? Not really. It really is kind of a filler issue, but it was fun. And again, this is worth your money getting it digitally. I totally recommend that. And it's a fun story. So if you like Mark Waid's series, I recommend the series. Get it digitally, though. I'm glad I got it printed, but I'm glad I got it digitally more. Great art as always. Love the Daredevil art. Fits the series really well. If you like Kristen McDuffie, you get to see a little bit of her here too. I think she's a great secondary character. And I'm going to give this 4 stars. I thought it was I liked reading it. I thought it was a good story. Didn't really need to read it, but it was a fun ride. So I'm going to give it 4 stars. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and Rand Situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.